You know, I always talk about setting on sign, and that's what we're going to do here. We've had looks like a coyote doing some digging and drop a deuce, so we're going to put a trap just right around here. I've got that sign right there back behind the camera. Normally I wouldn't sit right here. This is kind of, it's a crossing of two trails, but it's also kind of a low spot where runoff tends to go. But I'm not expecting any rain here in the next few days or anything appreciable, so I'm not too worried about it. So we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and set here, try to anyway. And what I want to do, I want to really put in like 3 traps. So I want to put in kind of the main set right here. It's going to be like I'm going to have like a punch hole or a 3-hole set and stuff, where I put 3 holes around it, put scent in it, and then I'll put one on either side, offset to the right on either side, approaching it. I'm gonna try to get earth anchors in here. I've only got 2 shorter ones left. See how this goes. There's it. Material out of the way. I'll go ahead and drag my setters out. So I'm not struggling. These traps I've all caught with before and used earlier, and yeah, I'm not worried about having clean traps or washing them. I mean, I know it's probably best, but you know, I still catch fur, so I'm not that concerned. And I'm not doing this professionally to make money. I'm just doing this because I like doing it, because we got a predator problem and this is fun for me. So I don't know, maybe I'm just not serious enough. I about didn't make that hole big enough. Let's make that just a hair bit bigger. Something else you can do, what I'm gonna do right here with this shock spring, you can hammer that joker in the ground, it'll be all right. Get it out of your way. Rocks out of there. Just set in here. Before we do that, let's make sure, get the night latch. There we go, it's night latched. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that like that for the moment, because I'm gonna go ahead and do these others real quick. I'm gonna dig one right here. Got a root right there. I'll move that over just a hair. I can dig that root out. It's just pain if I want to or not. There's another root there, I think. So I'm gonna have to dig one of them out, one or the other. Move this to the side. Normally I would go ahead and backfill this one first, but I'm just kind of trying to show everything on camera. There's a big root right there. Give us another trap. See, this one's already got polyfill under the pan. Get one of these longer earth anchors here. I have trouble getting those on the split rings with my glove on. Another good reason to leave these open is so you can see where they're at easier. You don't actually set it off if you've got it in there, which is totally a possibility. This is a much longer earth anchor here. Hopefully I got the depth to drive it. Might need a longer driver. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna pull up on this one and set it. Get set whenever something gets caught in it. right there. I know it's going to set as hard as this ground is out here, this clay. Come on. My dog's kind of off center there. I'm trying to get it where it's centered. I really don't like it. It'll work off center. I just don't like it. Right there. So I'm gonna try not to get my hand caught. There we go. That's not in the way of the pan. Or the jaw, I mean, not the pan. Well, let's put that right there, kind of at an angle. If things are coming down this path, that's kind of assuming something's right-footed, comes to the right. That's what I do. Here's where the main trap and attractant is going to be. And I'll put one in over here on the side over here. And I do stuff like this. I generally like to kind of try to take up the whole path or be in the middle of it, but I'm actually on this time I'm kind of off to the side, and it's because it looked like, based on where that sign was, and there's some more sign down the trail, that it's sticking, everything's kind of sticking to this side. So I just like, well, I'm just gonna move it to that side there. So let's see, where we put it right. And of course, anywhere I want to put something, there's a root. More of that root out of there. There's some more of that, and there's just more root, just roots everywhere. Roots are everywhere right here. I've got pines and there. Get that off of there. Try this. I've got one more shorter earth anchor, but it is kind of dinged up on the end, so I don't know how well it's going to work. We'll try it and see. Right there, we get right beside it. Need to get me some more shorter earth anchors, because I don't use them that often, but I do use them occasionally. And when I need them, I need the shorter ones. When I say shorter ones, I mean 8 inches to a foot, no more than a foot. Okay, there we go. Get the dog back. Polyfill to go under the pan. Keep it from getting dirt under it where it won't fire. That's what that's for. I'm sure most of you probably already know that anyway. Well, that spring there, I'm gonna hammer it a little bit in the ground. And that swivel by that root there. There. Get this. I like to have the dog facing away from where they're going to approach, where I think they're going to approach anyway. Oh yeah, that's sitting there good. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and put in my punch holes with this all set up around here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I think the way I'm going to do them is I'm going to put a matter of fact, I may just put in 4 punch holes. Why not? Why not? Put a hole here. Put a hole right in here. Okay. Let's put a hole right here between these. Maybe we're making up a new set. I don't know. Call it the Red Lick Outdoors Diamond set or something. I don't know. I don't think we're making up anything new. I'm sure somebody's done this before, besides me. Okay. Now just pick out our 4 lures we're going to use. First off, let's take we'll take some of this from Hoosier Trapper Supply, some jet fuel. Stick this down one of the holes. I'm going to use some Trapper J's All Predator lure. Well, I think that's probably got some catnip in it. Like the kind of like the finicky feline, I think it does too. We're going to use some Trapper J's Fur Down. Put it right here. And lastly, we'll use some Trapper J's Stanky Beaver. And that one right there. Okay. Now let's cover everything up. We'll cover up the 4 punch holes too. So we'll kind of just cover those a little bit. We're not going to just like just completely cover them. Just kind of put something kind of over the, kind of like a plug over the end of it. It's all, which is easy enough with all this clay we've got here. Put these back. Put some have a lot left here in this bucket. And what we'll do is use some of this native material to blend them in. We'll try to kind of spread this out of here. What I got here, that leaf out of there. Okay, let's see. Trying to flatten this out a little bit without setting it off maybe. Make sure everything's covered up, pan dog, all that. Throw that away. I'm going to use some more of this. Plenty more here. More. Kind of like to get more of those leaves and pine needles there at the end, just to help blend it a little bit more. Maybe make it just a hair bit more natural looking. I can scrape those over with my hand there. There. So we will see. Get all this crap out of here. We'll see how that does. On to the next one. I was going to show you here, right here where this set is. I've got it's right here where the scat was. I'm going to go ahead and just throw some bobcat urine on it. Maybe I can tick them off a little bit. Okay, I was going to show you here. We're only about 15 yards down the trail from my last set, but there's more sign right by this stump. So we're going to do a little post set here. We're going to put it in a trap right by there and just probably put some Vixen Elixir and some bobcat urine on that stump and on that piece of scat right there. And maybe we can catch something coming up to sniff that post. It's marked territory. Okay, well I just realized I didn't have my camera on for this last set here. So what we've got here is I've got a Duke 650 down here in the trap, and I've put the scat back here, and I put some Vixen Elixir on the post and put some Coyote Gland Lure. I said we're you know, getting close to around mid-December here. It's probably still just a hair bit early for that Coyote Gland Lure. I think more the end of December, beginning of January, really probably before starting that. But we're gonna try it anyway, and then I'll finish it off. I don't have any coyote urine on me right now, so I've just got a bobcat, so I put some bobcat urine on top of that scat and on top of the post. So that's where we're at on this set right here, and we'll see if it catches. All right, well that's it for today. Hopefully we've got some fur in the traps in the morning, and if we do, we'll be back with another video. Talk to you later.